2025 Lexus IS. Likes. Reasonable pricing. High personality IS500. Good tech for the money. Fantastic handling and steering. Dislikes. Tight interior. Small trunk. IS300 lacks verve. Starting to feel old. Buying tip. Lexus doesn't charge much more for the IS350 than it does for the base IS300, and it's worth spending the extra coin for the smoother, more powerful, and only marginally thirstier V6. The 2025 Lexus IS lacks the high-tech cabins found in some rivals, but it delivers an appealing blend of old-school power and handling. What kind of vehicle is the 2025 Lexus IS? What does it compare to? Lexus' smallest sedan compares well to the BMW 3 Series, Genesis G70, and Mercedes-Benz C-Class. Is the 2025 Lexus IS a good car? The Lexus IS is a lot of fun to drive and can offer spirited acceleration in its two highest trims. It's quite small inside, though, so consider pretty much anything else if you need to use the back seat. The IS rates 6.2 out of 10 on the TCC scale. Read more about how we rate cars. What's new for the 2025 Lexus IS? Not much, aside from some minor feature shuffling across its trim levels. Most models now have power folding exterior mirrors and memory for the driver's seat and power adjustable steering column. A limited run special appearance package for the top IS500 comes in yellow over black synthetic leather and synthetic suede. Lexus plans to build just 180 examples. Lexus' smallest sedan has wedgy, edgy styling that has become quite familiar over the last decade plus since it was redesigned. It saw some light styling tweaks last year, but you'll have to be an IS aficionado to tell apart the model years. Still, these are pleasant enough cars, particularly thanks to their sporty cabins with far more buttons and knobs than most rivals now offer. Hey, maybe there's something to be said about being a modern classic. IS300 models have a 2.0-liter turbo 4 that puts out 241 HP in rear-wheel drive form or 260 HP 3.5-liter V6 in the all-wheel drive model. The IS350, meanwhile, has a 311 HP 3.5-liter V6. It's not much costlier to buy, though its V6 is worth the upgrade as long as you're willing to live with a small increase in fuel consumption. Topping the lineup is the IS500, which has a brilliant 472 HP 5.0-liter V8. It's a proper hot rod, albeit one with a highly refined personality. No matter what's underhood, the IS is polished and fun. It handles great, with classic rear drive neutrality and terrific steering heft. While the IS500 won't outrun Germany's top sports sedans, it has a flavor all its own and it's a bargain. The 2025 Lexus IS wants for interior space, but it has comfy front seats and nice materials. Rear seat riders have almost no legroom. Think of the rear bench more like an extension of the trunk, which at just 11.0 cubic feet won't accommodate much, either. The IS may not be practical, but it has a contemporary design inside and impressive materials in line with its price tag. In what crash tests have been performed, the IS has scored well. All models have standard automatic emergency braking with pedestrian detection, adaptive cruise control, and blind spot monitors, while a bevy of parking aids are available. How much does the 2025 Lexus IS cost? The Lexus IS starts at about $40,500 and is pretty well equipped in its cheapest IS300 form with an 8.0-inch touchscreen, Amazon Alexa, Apple CarPlay, and Android Auto, plus synthetic leather seats. A budget of $50,000 buys a nicely outfitted IS350. Where is the 2025 Lexus IS made? In Japan. Styling. The 2025 Lexus IS has become a familiar sight. Is the Lexus IS a good-looking car? It is, but it also pretty much looks the same in 2025 as it did a decade ago. We like the IS cabin more than its exterior. It gets a 6 out of 10 here. The Lexus IS wears pleasant, somewhat angular exterior styling. Its details are on point, though its overall shape has some curious miscues. For instance, the long overhang and droopy roofline give the IS a somewhat lumpy profile. F Sport versions have slightly dressier exterior trim, but it takes parking one next to a base IS300 to spot the differences, in part because most IS models are now F Sports. The IS looks better inside, with its low dash sporting either an 8.0 or, in some configurations, a 10.3-inch touchscreen sprouting from the top. Lexus sticks with many conventional controls inside the IS, including buttons for the climate control system. It's mostly easy to sort through. The wide variety of upholstery hues is also a nice touch, though it's worth noting that Lexus doesn't offer real leather and that it walls off certain colors to certain trim and model combinations. For instance, if you want real wood trim, you have to get the base IS300. Performance. The 2025 Lexus IS can be a pocket rocket in the right configuration. Lexus' smallest sedan can be a lot of fun to drive in some configurations. It's a 7 out of 10 here overall thanks to the way most versions muscle their way forward and for the way any version enters and exits a bend in the road. The IS500 would get another point for overall performance if rated separately. Is the Lexus IS4WD? It can be, at least on IS300 and IS350 versions. The IS500 comes only with all-wheel drive. How fast is the Lexus IS? The base IS300's Turbo 4 runs it to 60 miles per hour in a smidge under 7 seconds, which is adequate but not rapid by small car standards. Rear drive models have a 241 HP 2.0-liter Turbo 4, while those with all-wheel drive swap in a 260 HP 3.5-liter V6. The V6 is heavier but decidedly quicker, capable of running to 60 miles per hour in 6.1 seconds. Better yet and worth every bit of a rather small upcharge is the IS350. It uses a 311 HP version of the 3.5-liter V6 regardless of drive wheels, good for a 60 miles per hour run in the mid-5s. Here's where it gets extra complicated. Rear drive models use an 8-speed automatic, while those with all-wheel drive have a 6-speed. The one with fewer cogs actually does a better job hustling through its comparatively limited number of ratios, too. Then there's the IS500. It's no match for a BMW M3, but it's not priced like one either. It's a magical machine with its 472 HP 5.0-liter V8 belting out a proper race-style snarl as it zips this rear-drive sedan to 60 miles per hour in just 4.4 seconds. Its 8-speed automatic is tuned to deliver slightly snappier shifts, too. All IS models have a balanced feel with a taut suspension even on the softest base IS300. Good steering heft and a thick rim steering wheel endow these cars with a confident feel on a winding road. Optional adaptive dampers restricted to top versions of the IS350 are a nice addition if you live where roads can be a bit stiff. Comfort and quality. The 2025 Lexus IS has a very small back seat. We wouldn't pick the 2025 Lexus IS if we were in the market for a spacious compact sedan. It has comfy front seats and decent interior trim, but we still land at a mediocre 5 out of 10 here thanks to the small back seat and trunk. Call shotgun and you'll net a supportive front seat with standard power adjustment and widespread heated/cooled availability. Don't look for much headroom, though, especially with the available sunroof. The rear seat is very tight, even for preteens big enough to be beyond the booster seat stage. With just 11.0 cubic feet, the trunk is bite-size. Safety. The 2025 Lexus IS has a very good crash test record. How safe is the Lexus IS? It's a good choice. The 2025 Lexus IS may not have the freshest design in the compact luxury segment, but it nonetheless retains a good safety score. It's an 7 here thanks to its standard crash avoidance tech and 5-star rating from the NHTSA. It has also done well in IIHS crash testing, though the independent agency hasn't subjected it to enough of its latest testing to qualify for a top safety pick award. The IS comes with automatic emergency braking with pedestrian detection, adaptive cruise control, blind spot monitors, and active lane control, while parking sensors, park assist, and a surround view camera system are all available. Features. The 2025 Lexus IS can be a pretty good value if optioned judiciously. There's a sweet spot in the lineup for the 2025 Lexus IS. This compact luxury sedan range scores an 8 out of 10 on our scale thanks to its standard fare, its big screen, and its impressive 4-year/50,000-mile warranty with 1 year of maintenance. The IS starts around $41,500 for the base IS300 with rear-wheel drive, figure $2,000 more for the all-wheel drive model. The base Lexus IS has synthetic leather upholstery, power-adjustable front seats, and an 8.0-inch touchscreen with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and Amazon Alexa compatibility. The slightly racier IS300 F Sport design costs $1,800 or so more, while another $1,300 nets the full-on F Sport with tweaked styling inside and out. Lexus baked-in infotainment software is fairly easy to sort through, and all models have a touchscreen. There's also a computer touchpad-like controller on the center console, which is both annoying and redundant. Which Lexus IS should I buy? At about $45,000, the IS350 is worth the extra cost. We're less sold on $1,700 for navigation with a 10.3-inch screen or $1,100 for a sunroof, but we can see where you might want them. Either way, a so-equipped IS350 is priced about where the BMW 3 Series lineup starts. That makes the Lexus a very good value indeed. How much is a fully loaded Lexus IS? The top IS500 comes only in F Sport guise for about $60,500, another $4,000 nets navigation, Mark Levinson audio, and LED lighting. Lexus is stingy with IS500 configurations, so don't look for much in the way of customization. Fuel economy. The 2025 Lexus IS isn't particularly fuel efficient. It's not great. The 2025 Lexus IS rates a 2 on the TCC scale in most configurations, though the base rear drive version could squeeze out a 3 if rated separately. The IS300 rear drive is estimated at 21/31/25 mpg. Most other versions check in at 22 to 23 mpg, while the IS500 is estimated at 17/25/20 mpg. All models need premium gas.